Okay, ditto, but I have more.
Go
So I
ahead.
dittoed that, now I'll do the more. First, I see that this is from a federal transportation enhancement activities grant with, associated matching funds. Am I right in assuming that if we did not have that grant, this project would not be done?
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
correct.
So that grant is instrumental in having that done? Okay, I just want to make sure.
Thank you. 1,000 times. There are laws about how that has to be bid for the simple fact that people would give them their friends or buddies or close, and there's bidding processes, and they just have to hit the bidding process. They hit the numbers, they get it. Simple as that. You just can't give it to locals.
Move the item.
Second, call for the question.
Motion passes 5-0.
Okay, item 6, it's more landscaping.
More landscape. This also is a $776,000 bid award, et cetera, that has $500,000 from a TEA federal grant and some monies from traffic impact fees. Is that correct? And if we didn't have the grant, would that project be done?
Or, Mr. Mayor, if I may, that is correct. We were able to capture $500,000 towards this project.
Right.
And it's instrumental in getting the project done.
So if we didn't have the $500,000 from the federal government, the project would not be done?
That is correct.
Okay. By the way, we're taking funds out of traffic impact fees, and in the project that was run up here by previous people, one of the things stated in that is that this project will actually generate traffic greater than that already planned in the maximum build-out for that project, which means that it'll have more traffic than what we planned for, period. Therefore, we're going to have to pay to have that mitigated somehow. It'll have to get mitigated, and it'll get mitigated, and that's not my concern, except now we're using funds to take care of other items from traffic fees for landscaping that may not be related to traffic improvements.
Go ahead, they're actually in the
turn
list.
lane.
They're in the list.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure they are.
Mr. Mayor, council members, actually the traffic fees are going towards traffic improvements that are going to be constructed at Tustin and 17th. We're proposing to do right turn movements at that intersection, which are part of our general plan circulation element.
So that's part of that part of that project in
Right.
enhancement is traffic improvements.
That is correct.
Okay. Still keeping in mind that we have a project that we're in the process of approving, one that we did approve before, that allows us to be somewhat over that. And while it's a little bit, every little bit adds up to where you wind up by having a big bunch of things we have to pay for that come directly out of our fees and aren't covered by anybody having done what they're supposed to do. So that's my concern.
Thank you.
And I'll do that one.
Okay.
Mayor,
Yeah.
I'll move the item and just note one comment. Even though it's federal funds, there's general funds that have to go into this, and what's not included in this is staff time. There's a lot of staff time, and it's a real number, direct cost.
Mr. Mayor, I'll second it. And Ernesto, thank you for finally getting this forward. We've been waiting for this for a long time.
Okay, call for the question.
Motion passes 5-0.
Okay. Item
8.
8. More landscaping. 8. That would be you.
Oh, it is. It is. Now, this is another $500,000 federal benefit, and I'll ask the same question again. If in fact
Sure,
we
there's a
did,
point to this question.
there is ultimately a point to the
I figured that,
question.
yeah.
If in fact we didn't get the federal funds, this project would not be done, correct?
Mr. Mayor, that is correct.
Okay. Total of these three comes out to $1.9 million, all of with federal funding, which means not a bit of it would be in any way, shape, or form functional under a non-prevailing wage circumstance. So what it does mean is that no matter what, a lot of the projects we do around this city require federal funds or state funds to actually do them, to actually have them happen, because of a variety of reasons, and that's how they're done. And so to imply that we can always save money in that setting may or may not be accurate. Secondarily, and I think it's always important to note that two of these projects specifically, one was acknowledged as being 5 years old, so it was done before the majority of this council was actually on the council. So we have to keep in mind that a number of these projects, they start 5 or 6 or 7 years ago, get started and move forward until we finally find the funding to pay for them, whether it be by grant or be by any other, some guy comes out and gives us the money, whatever the reason. And all you have to be aware of is that sometimes while it shows up this year, it doesn't mean that it was instituted by anybody in particular. It's valuable to have that process move forward and keep on moving forward. And that's an important issue, but initiation may have come from a different place, and the decision is based on the funding, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Move the